Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Allie B here, Allie Benjamin. Happy New Year. 2021. Here we are. A whole new year. Just give a little bit of time for people to jump on. And there's Cindy. Hi, Cindy. As you jump on, as you pop on, please let us know where you are, where you're watching from, and so that we can engage in a live conversation via the chat here. And sorry if you're hearing a few noises. We're camping here in Om Shanti Home, and the people next door are doing some mechanical stuff to their camper. So hello. There's Michael. Welcome. Good morning. Happy New Year. Happy New You. We're here in beautiful Hurricane, southern Utah. And where are you? Today we get together like we do every Sunday here on Facebook Live for our weekly Growing Edge Live Sunday broadcast, our spiritual tune-in to tune up. There's Michael, and there's Cindy, and a few more. Welcome. Don't be shy. Let us know where you are and how you're feeling this morning. I'm feeling good. Super excited to start this new year. So welcome. Welcome from Hurricane. The locals here call it Hurricane. And we get corrected a lot. Hi, Heather. Good to see you. Hey, Jessie. St. George, awesome, close by. Heather's in Ogden, awesome. So good to see you. So good to be gathering here in our virtual community to expand our consciousness, to help uplift our spirits if we're feeling down. This is a place to come every Sunday to get a hit on spiritual principles and practices to help you move through this very human experience we're having, this ups and downs, highs and lows. It's not always easy, although here at Satya and Growing Edge Live, we like to put a positive spin on things. Why? Because we know it raises our energy and our vibration. That staying in a low vibe, feeling sorry for ourselves, feeling victimized, feeling sad, depressed, all those things are a very real part of our experience, but we don't have to stay there. And so we here with the Growing Edge Live broadcast, we hope to lift up your spirits and remind you of what you already know. And sometimes we're so down into that deep, dark place, some people call it the dark night of the soul, that it's hard to remember the light. It's hard to remember what our heart knows already. It's hard to remember that we're actually spiritual beings first, having a human experience, and we get sucked into that human dimension where it can feel like there's separation, and we do feel like life's happening to us. Well, here at Growing Edge Live, we know that life is happening for us and that we can actually elevate our vibration, our frequency, our awareness. Why? So that we attract more of that. We develop the eyes to see, I like to say. So hello and welcome. I'm going to get going now. So here we go with this beautiful little opening song by Leslie.
Free my mind, open my heart with the whispers of truth, to live a conscious life, on the growing edge.
Here we are on the growing edge every morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Whether you're here for the first time watching, you just stumbled across us here on Facebook Live, or you found us on YouTube at Satya Center, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. We are a virtual community, and there is a physical community in northern Utah in the Ogden area. So we welcome you. We've been meeting now for over 10 years. We are a new thought, ancient wisdom, spiritual community that is based on ancient spiritual principles and practices that have uplifted and inspired and awakened people for thousands of years. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's start with a little centering meditation. And Happy New Year, by the way. So here's a special centering meditation to start us off in this beautiful new year, 2021. Closing the outer eyes and taking a deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And as we breathe and arrive and settle into this beautiful moment together, let us feel a great sense of being present. So if your mind has been wandering, if you've been obsessing about certain things, trying to problem solve or create a plan or a strategy, or maybe you're worried about a relationship or some situation in your life, just allow all of that to be. You can pick up all those threads at a later time. And bring all of your awareness, think of those threads and bring all of them into your physical body, into your heart. And take that 18-inch journey from the head down into the heart and find yourself deeply present in your heart center. And let's take a few heart breaths, breathing in the nostrils. And imagine that breath, that energy moving down into the heart center, your spiritual center, and expanding the feeling of love and appreciation. And then on the exhale, imagine the breath moving back up and out the nostrils. Let's take 3 deep heart breaths, breathing in, expanding love and appreciation, and exhaling, breathing in, expanding love and appreciation, exhale love and appreciation. And one more, deep inhalation, breathing in love, expanding love and appreciation. And on the exhale, let that love go out into your house, your space, your town. And as your breath finds its natural rhythm, and we've developed a coherence in heart and mind, and we're centered and grounded and focused in love, imagine dropping a golden thread, a golden line dropping down from your heart down deep into the earth, anchoring you into the very core of Mother Earth. And with that anchoring, dropping that line, have a sense of feeling fully supported, connected to the earth. A deep sense of belonging right where you are, right here and right now. Nowhere else to be, nothing else to do. You're absolutely in the right place, the right time. You've accepted the invitation to be here today, to nurture your soul, to take care of yourself, to join with others, and to expand awareness. And let's together create a circle of light around us, each one of us. And imagine this circle of light about 6 feet out from us, and you're standing in the middle. And just imagine that circle of light being a safe place, a sacred place for you to do this very intimate, sacred work today. For you to tend to your soul. And if there's anything else within this space, any people that have come to mind or situations, just allow them, invite them outside of the circle. This is your space. This is the right space and the right time for you to be doing this inner work, this deeper work. And just say to yourself in the quiet of your own heart, I'm meant to be here. I am meant to be here. I am not in resistance. I am not thinking I need to be somewhere else or be doing something else. I am meant to be here now. And with this awareness, feel Mother Earth's energy moving up and through your body, and feel a deep and grounded connection to all of life. The four-leggeds, the winged, the finned, the hooved, the creepy crawlers, earth, water, wind, fire, ether, the tree people, the stone people, the plant people. And as you connect with all life, there's a deep sense of right place, right time. Here I am in the hoop of life, the circle of life. And as you slow down, just get a sense of coming home to your higher self. Get a sense that you only want the best and highest good for yourself and all others. And take a breath there. Inhale through the nose. And exhale. You are a blesser and a blessing. You are in a sacred place, a sacred circle that you've created for yourself. You can do this anytime to bring yourself home to yourself as a blessing, as a blesser. You're in sacred communion with the one source, the one power, the one presence, with the planet, with your body, your sacred temple, this temple for your spirit to reside in while you're here, incarnated on planet Earth. Get a sense of the peace that is being realized by you right now. The peace that passes all understanding. It's quiet, it's simple. And this peace is our natural state. It is the natural order of the universe. And when we're at peace with what is, there's no other place to be. There's no wishing or wanting. There's simply a being. And here we are. Quiet, centered, hearts open, coherence with mind and heart, awake, aware, and just like the song goes, right here, right now, there is no other place I want to be. Right here, right now, watching the world wake up from history. Thank you, Jesus Jones, and thank you for setting this grounding, centering presence. Take another breath in through the nose. Exhale and open the eyes and be here now. So welcome back to Growing Edge Live. Allie Benjamin here with our weekly update, our weekly download. Michael and I are here in Hurricane, Utah, and we're super excited for this new adventure, 2021. And today I want to talk about right here, right now, right time, right place. Fully occupying and owning where you are, who you are, and what you are. I like to say, one of my mentors, Paul Selig, says, I know who I am in truth. I know what I am in truth. I know how I serve in truth. I know how I serve in truth. And how do you serve? It's the way you show up every day, just as you are. That is the way you serve humanity. You make a difference. You are an intricate, beautiful, unique, necessary piece of this puzzle that we call humanity. So we are in the right place at the right time, always. We are always experiencing that which we need to experience for our evolutionary step forward, for our own personal evolution, for our ability to bring forth our divine qualities of love and joy and peace and harmony and creativity. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I see other people jumping on. Hello, there's Sandy. Hello, Holly. Hello, hello. All right, so my message today about being present and owning our space, and as we've stepped over the threshold, Michael and I were talking this morning, there's not much difference between December 31st and January 1st. The weather didn't change much. My body didn't change much. Things outside in the world didn't change much. But humanity, here in the West, we make such a big deal about Happy New Year and bringing it in and saying goodbye to the old and welcoming in the new. And there's a lot of hope, and there's a lot of setting intentions and making New Year's resolutions. And so I'm going with that. I'm going with, we've stepped over a threshold. 2020 is behind us, and there was so many blessings. Last week I talked about what did you gather from 2020? Even the struggles came bearing gifts. So we bring forth all of the pearls of wisdom from 2020, and we move with confidence over that threshold and into 2021, and we get to reinvent ourselves. That's kind of what we do as we ring in the new year. We reinvent ourselves. We reestablish what's important to us. I know Michael and I have been doing this. I've created a whole list of things that I want to experience more fully in 2021. Maybe I'll share that in the notes below afterwards. But I have this notion that we're like captains of our own ship. That we're on this huge sailboat. So imagine that for yourself, that you're on beautiful, calm seas. There's a wind blowing, just the perfect amount of wind, and you get to put up the sail, and the wind catches that sail, and there you are with the wheel. I'm going to do a small wheel here. There you are with the wheel, turning it, cooperating with the wind, navigating the seas. You know where you're headed. You've set that intention. So what I want to share with you is some things that will help you move forward with intention into your new year, into 2021, that will allow wind to grow your sail, so to speak, so that you can explore some ways to bring that wind into your sails, the sails of your life, the ship of your life. And the first thing is, there's this amazing new book out. It's called Breath or Breathe. It's called Breathe. And it's, I'll remember who it's from. Nestor, I think his last name is Nestor, James Nestor. Anyway, the book is called Breathe and Breath, and it's an amazing book about how important it is to breathe properly, to be a super breather, I think he calls it. So I call it conscious breathing. And our breath really puts wind in our sails. If we're breathing correctly, we can overcome anxiety more easily. It can clear up a whole plethora of physical ailments, and it can add to our sense of overall peace and joy and well-being. And he talks about breathing, nose breathing is very important, not to mouth breathe, and to take 4 to 6 breaths per minute. And that's low. Common practice is like 10 breaths per minute. It's way too much, according to him. So 4 to 6, slower breaths, deeper breaths. So we want to get that breath down into the lower lungs. And so try that. See if that doesn't bring a greater sense of vibrancy and well-being into your life. You can look that up online. I like to do it every morning, a practice that I learned through my teacher, Sadhguru, and it's Nadi Shuddhi. And it's a practice where you do alternate nasal breathing, and you can find that online too. I encourage you to find Sadhguru and look up Nadi Shuddhi. I'll put that in the notes too. So that is a way, just a basic way, every morning we get to take a deep breath, in through the nose, out through the nose. And maybe just for a minute, you do 6 nasal breaths. The minute you wake up, you're laying in bed, and there you go. You've created an intentional connection with life through your breath. I'd like to talk for a whole hour on the sacredness of our breath. Just think of it. Our breath is the way we say yes to life. It's involuntary for the most part. When we're breathing, we just breathe in life. We exhale life. We're part of this whole ecosystem that is all interconnected and interrelated and interdependent. And our breathing is enhanced by the trees and the plants. So we're all connected in that way, but it's also a sacred spiritual practice. When we're breathing in the divine. We're saying yes to God. We're saying yes to life. We're saying, yes, I want to be here. I'm in the right place at the right time, and my breath establishes that for me. My breath establishes the fact that I'm present. I'm here. I'm alive. And just with that awareness, we have greater self-awareness. It gives us a greater connection to our spiritual essence and the holiness of the breath. So that's the number one key important wind in the sails thing that you can do every morning. Another way is to ask clarifying questions. To ask yourself things like, is what I'm doing, is where I am, is this life enhancing? And explore that. Could be a yes, it could be a no. You might want to do something about that. You might want to change your attitude about that. Maybe you've just thought you're in a toxic environment when really, if you go deeper with it, is that true? You might find that it's not as toxic as you think. It might be your ego that's got that narrative going, but your soul is quite happy where you are. Another clarifying question, is this joyful? And just asking yourself that question might open you up to think, am I consciously creating joyful experiences in my life? You might ask, am I at ease? Am I bringing peace to the world? Do I have peace in my life? Has my life been better today than it was yesterday? Because we're always evolving, we're always growing. And when I say evolving, it doesn't necessarily mean in a good way. We're always moving forward, we're always expanding and becoming more. But the key is to do it consciously and to expand our field of good, to expand our field of love, to expand the field of gratitude. So clarifying questions blows wind into our sail, moves our ship forward in the direction we're headed. And it's really good to be really intentional about where you're headed. I like to think of when I have an intention, and like I mentioned, this is a good time to clarify for yourself, what are your intentions for this year? And when you have clear awareness around your intentions, then you bring awareness and give those intentions attention. And then you're moving in the direction of your goals and your dreams and your desires and the way you want to be and who you want to be. So intention and attention. And then there's conscious body awareness. What are you eating? Are you eating food that is designed for your body? Is it life enhancing? Does it lighten you up? Does it bring you a sense of feeling nourished and healthy. Think about what you're eating, the quality of the food, natural and whole and healthy foods. And exercise. Are you taking some time every morning? Something that I love to do every morning is sun salutations. I can't do all of those crazy yoga moves, but because I recently had a back injury, herniated disc, but I can do some sun salutations. I can do some stretching. So can you. Stretching the body, moving the body, breathing and moving, being intentional, paying attention to where you feel stiff and where in your body where there might be blocked energy, and using the breath and moving in some gentle stretches to move some of that energy. And you give attention and love to the body temple. That's your job to do, to take care of yourself and your body. And to have earth awareness. We're part of this one magnificent earth. Take your shoes off. I know it's cold and some of you are in the snow, but feel connected to the earth. Go outside, even if you can't take your shoes off, go outside and make a snowball or touch the leaves, or just put your hands in the soil, or do something to feel connected and feel part of this amazing earth, because you came from the earth. And the food you eat comes from the earth. And one thing about the food you eat, eat it with reverence, because the food that is on your plate is about to be consumed by you and become you. Think about that. That toast you might be eating, that apple, whatever you're eating, do it with reverence. Do it with a sense of holiness, because that food is becoming you. That food is becoming you. Another way of greeting the day is to smile. Smile often. Smile every time you look at the clock. Every time you check the time, take that time to smile. And just see if that doesn't shift everything for you, if that doesn't put wind in your sails. And the final thing is to meditate. This is the thing I talk about every Sunday. It never gets old, though, because it's the most nourishing thing we can do for ourselves. To be present, to slow down, to close the eyes, to pay attention to the breath, and to open up in communion with the universe. Meditation is a one-sided conversation with God, with the universe. And you're doing the listening, and it's doing the speaking. And if you meditate consistently, you will start to hear the voice of the universe, the voice of spirit. And you will develop the ears to be able to hear your intuition, to hear that still small voice within you that knows, doesn't even know how it knows, it just knows, because it is the universal intelligence. It is divine mind. It is the voice of God within you. The master teacher called it the still small voice. Listen for it on your meditation cushion. So namaste. Peace and blessings to you. Happy New Year. 2021 is going to be an awesome year. I know it is. Thank you so much for joining us today in our virtual community, in our sacred community. We make a difference here. You know, we create a synergy when we come together, or when we view this video back. There's a synergy that's created, an energy that is greater than the sum of its parts. When two or more come together, and we're creating that synergy, that energy, that momentum, so that we can evolve consciously and help wake up humanity, so that we can live in a better world, a more peaceful world, a more mindful world, a more stimulating, passionate, creative, joyful world. And we, each of us, are integral to that happening. So thank you for being a part of this conscious evolution. Thank you for creating coherence today between your brain and your heart. And we set an intention. We'll do a little prayer and activation. But I want to say thank you right now for your continuous support of Satya Center and Growing Edge Life broadcasts. Your financial support means everything to us. You can go to our website at growingedgelife.com, or you can donate at Venmo at Satya Center. And so peace and blessings. We definitely, your generosity gives life, gives legs to our mission and vision of inspiring, supporting, and celebrating conscious evolution, healing hearts, and transforming lives. So let's do an activation together, closing the outer eyes, taking a breath, feeling connected to all that is, knowing that today we've made a shift. We have stepped over a threshold. We have moved into a greater sense of right here, right now, right time, right place. I am the one, now is the time. We are the ones, now is the time. We have everything that is required for us to thrive and to help humanity wake up. We breathe, we smile, we eat with reverence, we take care of our body temples. We do all of these things to bring our very best self forward, to put wind in our sails as we move the ship of our life across the earth, across this planet, throughout time. So we give thanks for all that we've received today, and I speak a blessing on all peoples, all those that have suffered and made their transitions over the last 12 months due to COVID and many other reasons, to all those ones we've lost, to all the things that have changed and the losses and the trauma that we've experienced, so many of us, to all those that have supported, those energy workers, light workers, doctors, healthcare workers, essential workers that have helped to create these last 12 months and make this an important healing time for all of us, for all of humanity. I send a special blessing out to all beings that are lonely, hurt, sad, feeling traumatized or lost, that you may be lifted up as we blow winds in the sail of humanity today with this prayer, with this activation. May we all be blessed. May we all realize our full potential. May we all feel God's love now and always and in all ways. Thank you, God. Thank you, life. I let go of this prayer, and I know it's already done. It's already so. So please join me together in saying, thank you, God, and so it is. Namaste, peace and blessings. Mwah. Bye-bye. Take care.